So let's do a quick revision, what we have done so far in chapter 1. So this chapter 1, as you can see on the screen, MIT Guide, page 15. This chapter 1 is divided into sub 5 sections. So Dharma Kshetra, we read about Dharma Kshetra here, 1.1, quite elaborately. Second one was Duryodhana diplomacy. So Duryodhana spoke all these 1.3 to 11, around 8 verses, and showing his diplomatic character. Then we read 9 signs of victory of Pandavas. This is 114 to 120. Then the fourth section was how Krishna is a Bhakta Vatsal. So we read different names of Krishna, different meanings of those Krishna's names, and how he protects his devotees. And the last section which we are reading right now is Arjun's reasons for not fighting. This goes from 128 to 146. Now, if you come to page 21 in your MIT guide, so the last section is divided into 5 parts. So last section is Arjun's giving his reasoning for not fighting, and the 4 reasons are given in first chapter. The 5th reason is given in the second chapter. So what are the first 4 reasons in this chapter? Compassion, which is 127 onwards till 128, 29. Enjoyment, loss of enjoyment, basically 130 to 135. It says actually till 137. Fear of sinful reaction, it starts from 138 onwards. And the last section in chapter 1 is destruction of dynasty. So last time I think we were reading the second one, loss of enjoyment. So we'll just quickly do the repeat here. We started from here, right? 125 last time. Okay, so let's do this one. Anyone would like to read the translation?
In the presence of Bhisma, Drona, and all the other chieftains of the world, the Lord say, just behold, Partha, all the Kurus assemble here.
Thank you, Mataji. Would you like to also say some main things about this particular verse, Preeti Mataji? Anything, whatever you can think about. Why this verse is very important, 125. You can read it on the screen, actually. It's nothing secret.
Actually, I don't know.
So first thing, Mata, you can see here, Lord said. So this is the first verse in Bhagavad Gita where Lord is speaking something. So that's why it's very significant. Lord said. Now the second significance, someone else can say.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Here, like Krishna is saying to Arjuna that all the Kurus assembled here. He was
Yes.
not only showing the Kauravas here, he was showing all the Kuru dynasty, including the Pandavas also.
Thank you, Mata. So both sides, Krishna is saying, look at the Kurus. And what's the reasoning for that, Sarupni Mataji? That's correct. So he said, look at the Kurus. Kurus means both Pandavas and Kauravas. So both sides you see Kurus. What's the significance of the word Kuru, Mataji?
Because it's one Kuru dynasty,
Clan.
Yes.
and they are belonging to the same clan.
Thank you, Mata. So basically, Krishna is saying, look at your relatives whom we are going to fight with. So they're all relatives on both sides. Thank you, Mata. So this is a very significant verse. And one word here, what we can see, which will be repeatedly used in the subsequent verses. Giriraj Prabhu.
Behold.
Okay, so can you tell the Sanskrit one, Prabhuji? You're right, in English.
Sanskrit one.
Some with some.
No,
Some.
you said the right thing.
Oh.
Behold.
अच्छा Pashya.
Pasya, thank you.
देखना,
Pasya,
हाँ.
Drishta, Apashyat, all these. So these will be repeatedly used in subsequent verses. Why we are using word Pasya? Who can say? Harish Prabhu, Hari Gopal Prabhu, or Madha Gopal Prabhu, whoever. Senior Madha Gopal is also there. Why we are using the word Pasya? We're just breaking down the verse. So Lord is saying, that's the first significance of this verse. Lord has not spoken as yet. Second, he's saying, look at Kurus. So he's basically showing both parties as Kurus. Third, behold or Pasya. What's the significance of word Pasya? Anyone?
Maybe because Arjun wanted to actually see with whom he's going to fight, and that's why Lord is specifically pointing on to that specific word that if you wanted to see, so come here and let's see
Yes.
that this is your relatives which you are going to fight.
Thank you, Mata. Very nice. Sulekha Mataji has correctly said. So Arjun requested 2 things. One thing is, take my chariot in the middle of the armies, which Lord did. And why you want to take the chariot there? I want to see. So Lord is saying, okay, you wanted to see, I have fulfilled your desire, now you see. Another reason of seeing. Sorry. One more. Just have to break down these things layer by layer.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Amrit Prabhuji.
So, the seeing implies that we are seeing by our material eyes, but
Haribol, thank you. That's called pratyaksha. So see means pratyaksha. Pratyaksha means when we see from our eyes. We see the bus, car, trains, and shops and dresses and whatnot, right? That is pratyaksha. What are the other way of getting the knowledge? One is pratyaksha. Second is
hearing.
yes, that's the third one. Second, pratyaksha,
Pramanam.
Sanskrit. Pratyaksh praman. There are three pramans. Thank you, Giraj
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna Prabhu.
Pratyaksh. Yes.
प्रत्यक्ष प्रमाण शब्द प्रमाण अनुमान प्रमाण.
So Pratyaksha, Anuman, and Shabda. Thank you, Mataji. So Pratyaksha is what we see as it is. Anuman means we infer. So based on our seeing, we do Anuman. We infer, oh, this guy must have stolen. We have not seen it. We have not seen from our eyes. But based on Pratyaksha, like police comes on the spot and does some investigation, infer many, many things. So Pratyaksha is what you see. Anuman is what you infer from the Pratyaksha. Can Pratyaksha and Anuman both can be wrong? Yes or no? Both can
Yes.
be wrong. What we see may not exist, and what doesn't exist, we see that. Any examples? What we see, but it does not exist. Any examples? Quickly. Hare Krishna,
Like
Shri
mirage.
Mirage, thank you. More? We put the brush in the water, the brush feels like inverted. It's not the case. Kshitij, when sky and Prithvi is combining together, does it exist anywhere? No. So there's so many examples which we see, it doesn't exist. And what exists which we don't see? Any examples? Ayush Prabhu?
Planets, Prabhu, outer space planets which we don't
Hmm?
see.
They
Or
exist, okay. But you can sort of counter argue, but you can take a
uh,
Durbin.
like
Sorry,
for
just to counter argue.
or else if we are watching the hill from far, we'll probably
Yes.
just be able to see like a green shape, but then when we go closer, we'll be able to see the trees and the wildlife inside the
Thank
hill.
you, Prabhuji. And also, Prabhupada, the example of Surya. Surya looks like a $2 coin from Sydney, for example. If you're in Venus, it's different. So from Prithvi, it looks like a $2 coin. Is it $2 coin? It's like hundreds and thousands times bigger than Prithvi, bigger than Earth planet. Okay, one more examples. What exists but we don't see. Nandini Mata.
Yeah, Prabhu. Sorry.
Oxygen.
Okay. Oxygen. Okay. Thank you. Anand Prabhu, you said oxygen?
Uh, sorry, I said air, Prabhu. Yeah, that's right.
Air, yeah, air or oxygen. That's right. So air, we cannot deny. If air was not there, we'll not be able to see each other. We'll not be able to sit here. Air. What else? Our intelligence.
Mind. Yeah.
Mind, intelligence. We all have it. You cannot deny it. Otherwise, you won't be here. You will be in some hospital or something. So there are many, many things. So when many times people say, "No, show me God, then I'll buy the book." You show me other things first. So this argument is not quite valid. But what is valid always, in all time, place, and circumstances, one praman is always valid. What is that?
Shastra.
Shabda praman or Shastra praman. Shabda means what is coming from Vedic knowledge, what is coming from Lord onwards, the four sampradayas and all that. So that is always valid because that is the beyond of four mistakes which we all have. That is aparushaya. So now when he's saying, just behold, he's talking about pratyaksha, and by looking at pratyaksha, Arjun will get bewildered. So if you want to get bewildered, we discussed about it last week. Generally, just generally, not always, Maya comes from eyes or ears. Maya, generally.
Eyes.
Eyes. We see many, many things and we start thinking about Bhayato Vishyan Punsha. Oh, my friend has this and my friend is in this position and he has that, she has that. Why can't I have it? So generally speaking, Maya comes from eyes and Krishna comes from ears.
Yes.
When we hear about Krishna, as I gave the example of His Holiness Devamrit Maharaj, he said, go and see the thumb through your ears. So you hear about Krishna, and when you hear about Krishna, then your eyes will be able to see Krishna. Premanjana Chureda Bhakti Vilochanena Santah Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilyokayanti Yam Sham Sundara Chinta Gunaswarupam Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Premanjana Chured. They have the ointment, kajal, mascara of prema. Then you can see Krishna. Otherwise, Advaita Machitamanadi Antarupam. You can't see Krishna otherwise. So we have to align ourselves with Shabda Pramana. Pratyaksha is important. Anuman is also important. We are not denying it. But Shabda is most important. And when we align our Pratyaksha and Anuman with Shabda, then we can live nicely in harmony in the God's nature. If we go other way, we always try to look for a scientific praman of what's written in Vedas. We'll always be bewildered. In 16th century, Galileo said the earth is flat. Earth wasn't flat. In India, even a Jamadar knew about it. Earth is Bhugol, Bhumandal. Huh? Every single person, they knew about it. Vedic culture talks about it. You see, the Bhagavad Gita starts from, you're not the body, you're the soul. It starts from there. It's not the end, it's the beginning. And many, many other religious philosophies, they end up, if they end up. huh? So this philosophy is extremely evolved, extremely evolved. So if we start, one more thing which come to my mind on fifth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the distance of Earth and Surya is given in the fifth canto itself, thousands of years ago. And the scientists are discovering these days. Huh? So many things actually are written in Shastra automatically, but the science is discovering these days. So if we follow Shastra, other things will also be successful. So go to Pratyaksha and then, go to Shabda, and through the Shabda, we align our Pratyaksha and Anuman. And this is where Arjun, just as a representative of conditioned soul, is going to get bewildered because of this Pratyaksha Praman. So let's see this Pratyaksha, this word Pashya getting repeatedly used again and again. Okay, 126. I'll not go on the whole series, but one thing is there. Tatra apashyat isthitan. Apashyat, he saw. Hmm? Then he saw Pitran, Pitamahan, Acharya, Matulan, Patal. We discussed about the different personalities here. We'll not repeat that. So he apashyat again. He's going into Pratyaksha. Tan Samiksha, Iksha refers to again to see. Tan Samiksha Konteya Sarvan Bandhu Navasitan Kripaya. This is the first verse, which is the first argument of Arjuna's for not fighting. And the word here is Kripaya Parya Vishto. What does Kripaya refers to? Compassion. Parya refers to high grade. Avastita means overwhelmed. So he got overwhelmed with compassion. And he started lamenting. Vishidan idam abrabhit. So Vishidan refers to while lamenting idam mani. This abrabhit means he started saying it. So let's see what Arjuna says from 128. So 127, I'll just go back here. So 127, 128, 129, they are the verses for compassion. So we're reading now Arjuna's statement here. Now there's a series of verses which Arjuna is going to speak. Previously, how many verses Arjuna has spoken? Anyone? Before this, in Bhagavad Gita so far. Half a verse. He has requested Krishna, saying, your beard madhya ratham isthapai me achyut. 122. So he requested Krishna, take my chariot in the middle of the armies. I want to see who have assembled here to fight. Now, the series of verses coming. Arjuna Vacha, Drashtemam Sajanam Krishna. What is the word which is being used for Pratyaksha Praman? Anyone? Mohan Prabhu. For Pratyaksha Praman, which word is used in this particular verse 128? It's right in front of your eyes. Try.
Is it Drashtva?
Thank you, Prabhuji. You got it. Drashtva, Apashyad, Iksha, all related to the same thing. So you see, this words is repeating again and again and again. Again, the Acharya tell, what is the lesson for all of us? We should not over rely on just what we see. People say, show, show, show. And famous example, everyone knows that. Have you seen the pilot? You sit in the flight, do you go in the cockpit and see, Hare Krishna pilot Prabhu, can you show me your license? How many hours you have flown earlier? We don't do that. We just sit in the flight, we have faith. But we don't have the faith of the pilot of this body. The super soul is driving this chariot, but we don't have faith there. So that's Shvemam. What did he see, Mohan Prabhu? So that's correct. What did he see? So seeing is correct.
Mm,
Swajana.
yeah,
He saw
relatives.
Swajana, relatives. Previously, what he was saying? Dhatrashtra se Durbuddhe. Durbuddhe he was saying. Dhatrashtra se. Dhritarashtra ke putra hain. Durbuddhi hain. Now, those Durbuddhis have become Swajana. Oh, they're my relatives. See, the scenario has changed here, huh? First, he was like very upset, little angry, huh? Ready to fight. Now he's saying, oh, they're Swajan, my relatives, huh? Mere rishtedar hain. My bandhu bandhavs are there. Swajanam. So what he's saying is Swajana. Krishna. What is the meaning of word? Okay, what's the significance of word Krishna here? Someone else, Premanand Prabhu.
Krishna.
Yes. What's the significance, Prabhuji? Okay, so we know Krishna is Krishna. In this verse, I'm saying, just in this verse, there's one small significance.
First time word Krishna is used.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Who said that? I didn't see it. I only see one screen here. I have to scroll, but thank you, Mataji. Yeah, first time word Krishna is used in Bhagavad Gita 128. Yuyutsamam. Who can say the meaning of Yuyutsa? Jaldi, jaldi. Aish Prabhu. Mayanish Prabhu.
Fighting.
Yuddha. Simple. Yuyutsa.
Yudhika
From Yuyutsum, which personality comes? Which personality's name come?
Bhima.
Duryodhan.
No?
Yuyutsu.
Yuyutsu, thank you. Yuyutsu, so son of Satyaki, huh? Satyak, he's Satyaki. Satyaki. So it's very simple, you can say. But Yuyutsu Samupasitam. Samupasitam, who can translate quickly?
Present.
Present. Sam upasitam. All of them, some upasit. Upasit हुए हैं. They have come here for fighting. Now, what is the significance of this line? 128, the second part of 128. Siddhanti mam gatrani mukham cha parishushati. First verse in Bhagavad Gita where the external signs of Arjun's lamentations are coming. This is the physical signs. What are the physical signs? Two physical signs are there. Siddhanti mam gatrani. Gatrani refers to? You can read proper translation. This
limbs of the body.
limbs. Mum means my body limbs are siddhanti. Siddhanti means quivering. So my body limbs are quivering, trembling. Second symptom, mukham cha parishushati. My mouth is getting dried up. So two symptoms are given in this particular verse. Let's go forward. 29. Vepathu sharire me rom harshash jayate gandivam sanste hasta tak chaiva pardayate. What are the other symptoms given in this verse? You can read in Sanskrit and just translate quickly. Read Sanskrit. Yes, Mataji?
Trembling of the body.
Thank you, Mata. So, Vepatush cha sharire mes is a repetition. What does repetition refer to in Shastra?
It's important.
Very important. Thank you, Prabhuji. Example, Anand Prabhu. One verse, famous verse.
Hare Rama.
Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam,
Hare
Eva Kevalam, Kalau, Nastev, 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 Gatiranitha. So similar line was repeated in Shastra. This is not a fault of Shastra. Sometimes repetition is a fault. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Repetition is there to emphasize that point again and again. Okay, one symptom. Second symptom in this verse, who can say? Someone else. Sanskrit.
Skin is burning.
Okay, before that?
Roma harshascha jayate.
Thank you. Rom Harshas Jayate. Who can say? Very simple translation.
The hairs on the body are erupting.
Yugaitam nimishena chakshusha parushaitam shunyaitam jagat sarvam govinda virhedme. We read Sikshastakam every day in the morning. So in the mirror of Govinda, it's happening. But here, Arjun is showing these symptoms because of what? His weakness. Now, he's not coward person. He's very, very brave person. But he's weak at this moment. Rom Harshas Jayate. Another instance when Rom Harshas Jayate happens, who can say?
In ecstasy.
In ecstasy, the spiritualists, they feel this. I'm not sure about all of you. I have not felt as yet. Long way to go. But I have heard Siddhas, advanced spiritualists, they feel when they hear the name of Krishna. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered into the Jagannath Puri temple, he saw Jagannath and he fell unconscious. He fell down on the ground. Now, we can't do that, but we are at least supposed to fall down on the ground. Dandavat pranam. Sometimes we even lazy to do that. So we don't fall unconscious, but at least we can fall consciously in respect to Krishna and Prabhupada. So, Rom Harshasya Jayate, Gandivam Samste Hasta. What's the third symptom here in this verse? I just read it.
Gandhi was slipping from the hands.
Gandhi is slipping. Very, very simple. Gandhi is slipping. It's not a normal thing. It has never happened to Arjun earlier. First time it's happening. And the last one, which someone else earlier mentioned, Tvaka Chaiva Paradayate. What is the Sanskrit word for Tvacha? I said it. I already said it. Okay. Tvacha is skin. I should have said skin. Anyway. So Tvak Chaiva Paradayate. So Tvacha, in Hindi we call it Tvacha or Sanskrit word originally. So try reading these verses very, very. Paridayate. What is Paridayate? Dayate. Dahan. Nainam Chindanti Sastrani, Nainam Dahati Pavakaha. Dahati word is there. Dahati means jalana, to burn. So, Dahati. Paridayate means Lot of burning is there, not a small. The fever, 106-degree fever. It's a big fever, huh? 99.5 is all right. 106, 105. Lot of burning is there. So paridayate. Sarva dharmanu parityaja. So tyaja refers to give up. Parityaja, completely give up. Paridayate. So they are all prefixes. So some suffix will be used, some prefix will be used. Aparyatmam tadasmakam. Balam bhima virakshitam. Balam bhishma virakshitam. So aparyaptam word is used there. So is used as prefix. So sometimes prefix increases the intensity, or sometimes prefix decreases the intensity of the word. So either paridayata refers to increasing the intensity. Parityaja, paripurna. We'll read the similar anu word as well in later chapters. Anyway, go to verse 30. Nacha shaknome avasthatu brahmativ chame mana nimittani cha pashyani vipritani keshava. Who can translate that? Little bit. Mayadish Prabhu.
I'm just going to read from that, Prabhu. Sorry.
Okay, chalega.
Arjun is basically saying that I'm unable to stand here
So we'll
any
stop
longer.
here. Yes, Prabhu, that's right. So which line is that here? Nacha
Nacha
shaknomi
saknomi
avasthatum.
avasthatum.
Avasthatum you understand, right?
Yeah.
Avasthatum, khada hua hai, huh?
It.
Yes, sthit hai, huh? Shaknomi, able to. Na shaknomi avasthatum. I'm not able to stand. I'm not able to present where I am. So he was present on the chariot. He's standing on the chariot and he's saying, I'm not able to present here. That means I'm not able to stand here. Thank you, Mahadish Prabhu. You have done well. Second line. Brahmati vichame manaha. Please try. Manaha. Mana, you know.
My mind
Mind.
is getting
Oh,
illusion.
Brahma. Brahma, you also know.
Yeah.
Forgetting my mind.
See,
Always in
Prabhu knows the
Brahma.
whole thing. It's pretty easy, actually. Huh? Try jumping into this. Huh? Brahmati vichame manaha. My mind is reeling, you can say, getting illusion. Third line, nimittani cha pashyami. Pashyami word again. No verse goes without this pashyami, iksha, drashtva, samiksha. It is there. That is showing again and again. He's relying on pratyaksha. Rather, I should say, over relying on pratyaksha. And he's forgetting the shabda here. And shabda will help him to come out of illusion. Huh? So if we see so much pratyaksha, what happens? We are so much non-devotee association, what happens? We forget Krishna. And when we are too much devotee association, then we realize, oh, they're all unimportant things. So not so important, not so urgent. They are not ultimate. That's why it says, sadhu sangha, sarva shastra kahe, lava matra sadhu sangha, sarva siddhi hoye. So we have to be in the association of devotees as much as possible. Okay, who can say nimittani cha pashyami? You can read from translation, that's all right. But please say. Someone else. Priya Mataji, would you like to translate this 3 words? Nimittani cha pashyami. And you can see in the Prabhupada translation as well.
I also see causes.
Yeah. So what he's saying, nimittani refers to causes, cha refers to
Nimittani
also,
causes,
pashyami is see.
I
So
see.
pashyami is again coming. And the last line, vipiritani keshava. What does viparitani? Viparit is a Hindi word.
Just the opposite.
Opposite, Kesha. That's an easy one.
The killer of the demon,
Killer
K.C.
of the Keshi
Krishna.
demon. See, you've done it. Thank you. Very easy, actually. Huh? So just try it out. Just read Prabhupada's synonyms and then read the translation and see how many words you can try. Okay, very good. So he is seeing omens. Omens means viparit, opposite signs, basically. So he's not seeing any good signs there. He's seeing opposite signs. Okay, last words. Nacha shreyo no pashyami. So what is the word for pratyaksha praman here in this verse? Who can say quickly? Very easy question.
No pashyami.
Thank you. Ab sabko yaad rahega. Everyone will remember now. Huh? Just look at the verse, look at that one word quickly. Anupashyami. Now, I will not describe Anu here. Anu has many, many meanings, but yeah, we'll keep it for later. Nacha Shreya. What does Shreya mean? Who can say?
Long-term enjoyment.
Thank you, Mataji. And what is the other counterpart of this? Shreya?
Just
Prayer.
good.
Preya. What does Preya mean?
Temporary.
Sorry, say again.
Short-term enjoyment.
Short-term enjoyment. Thank you. So Shreya and Preya. So Preya means what looks good or feels good right now. And Shreya is what feels good later. So in Bhagavad Gita, you'll see in the 18th chapter, there are 2 verses, subsequent verses, where Krishna is saying the Sattvic Sukha initially looks like Visha. like going to Mangalarti tomorrow on Ekadashi looks like Vishal. Vishal is seems too hard basically. It's not Vishal. But later on it becomes like Amrit. And the tamas ukha, the sukha in mode of passion actually. Initially it looks very sweet, like Amrit. You look at each other, very nice. Look at something which you touch, very soft, cheap, this and that. Looks very attractive. But later on it becomes like a, how do I call it? Anyway, very dangerous, very, very dangerous. So initially it looks like Amrita, but later on it becomes poison. They are called the Sukha in mode of passion. Anyone can give one example of mode of passion, Sukha? So many are there. Alcohol, drinking alcohol, cigarette, looks cool. Initially, people say it's cool, but later you become fool. So don't try to become cool. You'll become fool. So one time Radheshyam Prabhu was giving class and he was saying to some kids who were asking Prabhuji that how do we, chant? It looks a bit embarrassing. So Prabhu said they are saying to hold cigarette. Come on, you can hold cigarette. You can hold a glass of alcohol or whatever. But he said, if you have guts, hold mala for 7 minutes. You have guts, hold mala for 7 minutes. Anyone can hold a cigarette or glass of alcohol. If you have guts, hold mala. Do one round of Hare Krishna. He is like so good. We just always have to counter question them. You're telling how much guts I have. Do you have guts to chant one round of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? So only Viryavan will do it. Only auspicious people will do it. Yajanti, he is Sumedasa. Bhagavatam says, whoever worshipping Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is very intelligent. Sumedasa. Medha mane intelligence, Sumedha means very intelligent. So you have to be very intelligent to be able to worship, understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Normal Kaliga people will not understand him. Okay, so Shreya, we should go for Shreya, not prayer. Okay, Hatva Swajan Ahave. Who can translate that? Hatva. Hanan karna, marna, killing, ha, all same root, hatva, sojan, everyone knows sojan. Repeated word sojan here. Ahave, ahave refers to. Can someone give an English translation? Okay, Sanskrit translation of ahave. Mahadish, Mahadish Prabhu, ahave. Okay, read English translation first.
It says in the fight.
In the fight, so can you give a Sanskrit translation now?
Yuddha.
Yuddha, so many are there. Battle, war, whatever you want to call it. Just try to learn these verses. Na Kangshe Vijayam Krishna. Who can translate? Very easy. Na Kangshe. Kangsha.
I don't desire
I do not desire. What do I do not desire?
victory.
Victory. Now, why are you fighting? The World Cup is starting. Two teams are in front of each other. One country captain says, I do not desire victory. Another country captain will say, so bhai sahab, why are you here? You are here to gain victory. And captain is, I'm too detached. Na Kangshe Vijay. So before the war, the captain is saying, Na Kangshe Vijayam Krishna. Krishna, I don't want, I don't have desire for victory. Very weird, actually, isn't it? Very, very weird. Nacha Rajyam Sukhani Cha. What does this mean? Nacha Rajyam Sukhani.
Neither I will satisfy the kingdom.
Thank you, Keshav Prabhu. Very nice. Rajya Sukh. I don't want Rajya Sukh. I don't want victory. I don't want Rajya Sukh. Hey Krishna. So he's pleading to Krishna. Okay, this is where we start today. So start reading 32, 35. There are 3 verses Prabhupada, actually 4 verses Prabhupada has put together. I'll quickly read, otherwise it may take long. Kim no rajyene govinda, kim bhogar jivaten va, yesha marte kanksham no, rajyam bhoga sukhanicha. Okay, what I will do, let's read the translation and I'll start translating word by word in a minute. Anyone can read. Whoever has not read as yet, please. I'd like everyone to
O
participate.
Govinda,
Yes.
of what avail to us are a kingdom, happiness, or even life itself, when all those for whom we may desire them are now arrayed on this battlefield? O Madhusudana, when teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, maternal uncles, fathers-in-law, grandsons, brothers-in-law, and other relatives are ready to give up their lives and properties are standing before me, why should I wish to kill them, even though they might otherwise kill me? O maintainer of all living entities, I am not prepared to fight with them, even in exchange for the 3 worlds, let alone this earth. What pleasure will we derive from killing the sons of Dhritarashtra?
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so let's see these 4 verses. Now, this series, if you come to MIHE Guide, is the second one which we are reading, Loss of Enjoyment. So if you have read Compassion 127, 128, 129, now we are reading the second category here, which is the loss of enjoyment. So let's see this. Kim no Rajyen Govinda. So Govind, word for Krishna used here is Govinda. What does Govinda mean? We discussed it last week, I guess. Last week or last week's. Govinda. Go means senses.
This.
Indriya, senses, thank you. And Vinda means who gives pleasure. So one who gives pleasure to the senses. Why Arjun is using this word here? He's saying, Kim no Rajyen Govinda. Hey Govind, my dear Govinda, Kim no Rajyen Govinda. I don't want that Raja. Kim bhogair jivitenva. So bhoga here refers to happiness or enjoyment. This is what the Arjun's second argument is. This is why this verse is categorized as the part of loss of enjoyment category. So basically Arjun is saying, my dear Govinda, you are supposed to give happiness to my senses. This is what Arjun is saying. That's not the real meaning. This is what Arjun is referring to. You are supposed to give happiness to my senses because you are Govinda. Govinda means you give pleasure to senses. You're supposed to give pleasure. But if I get involved in this war, what will happen? I have to kill my relatives, and will that give me pleasure? No. And after, even if I receive the Rajya, if I receive the kingdom, I get victorious, I get the kingdom, I have no one to share my happiness with. You get a big medal or you get a big recognition, some Nobel laureate prize or something like that, best gold medal, Bhakti Vedanta degree or something like that. But when you come home, you have no one to share with. You can't send WhatsApp to anyone. Your WhatsApp disappeared. No family member is there. No friend is there. You want to share your happiness, isn't it? टॉप किया है मैंने भक्ति वैभव एग्जाम में टॉप किया है अच्छा लगता है sometimes at least so we all sometimes look for some recognition, at least some acknowledgement. So Arjun is saying everyone will die, I will have no one to share my happiness with. So Kim and Govinda, why are you doing that? So basically he's asking Govinda, you're supposed to do something but we are not doing. And Prabhupada writes in the purport, this is what the general mentality of people are in the world. We treat God as our order supplier agent. Whatever we need, we pray, my dear Lord, give me that. And if he doesn't give me that, he becomes atheist. That person becomes atheist. God doesn't exist because I prayed to God and God did not provide me. Why God did not provide? There are multiple answers to that. Anyway, we all know that basic concept, deserving versus desire. So we can desire so many things, but we only get what we deserve. So if God sanctions that, God has to sanction. So we have to desire, we have to deserve. God has to sanction, then only we'll get it. A small child goes to Mama or Papa, and Mother Gopal says to Hari Gopal Prabhu, Papa, I need chocolate, 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 chocolate. Now, Hari Gopal Prabhu will know he's already eaten 3 chocolates earlier in the day. So he will say, no, beta, today, no more chocolates. No, no, Papa, I wanted. And Papa will say, no, 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 no. Huh? But next day in the morning, Papa may say, lo, beta, chocolate kha lo. So Papa knows what's good. So desire of the kid is there. But Papa or Mama knows what is best for my kid. No, no, not today. Maybe tomorrow. Or maybe this, he wants to touch the fire. He wants to touch the running fan. Papa will say, no, no, I want to touch. Papa will say, no, you're not going to touch. So many times Krishna rejects our proposal. Man proposes, God disposes. Most of the time it happens, which is very sweet actually. He's protecting us. But the point is, we think God is our order supplier's agent, but it's not like that. God has to approve our desires. And then we say 13:23, Updrashta Anumanta Cha. Anumanta means Anumati dene wala. He has to permit. This is the quality of Krishna written in 13th chapter, 13:23. So Updrashta Anumanta Cha Bharta Bhokta Maheshwara. So when he gives the Anumati, he sanctions, then we are allowed to do whatever we're allowed to do. But Arjun is thinking other way here. Your name is Govinda. You are supposed to give pleasure to my senses, but my senses are quivering actually. My mouth is drying up. My gandivam is sanste hastat. Takchai upardayate. My skin is burning. So my senses are not happy. Hey Govinda, why it's happening? Yesham arthe kangshitam ro. Yesham arthe. For those arthe, for those kangshitam, we want this Rajya. No Rajyam bhoga sukhanicha. They will not be there. When they will not be there, I will not be able to share my happiness with them. Ta ime vasta, those are ime avasita. Ime avasta means they are assembled here. Yuddhe, they are assembled in Yuddha. Pranas tyaktva dhana nisha. They are ready to give up their prana and dhana, all their wealth, even including their life. They are actually assembled here to give up their life and dhana, for whom we may want the Rajya, the kingdom. But they are all assembled here to give up their life. Who are assembled here? Acharyaha pitaraha putarsthataiva cha pitamaha. So we have already read the earlier verse where this list is mentioned. I'll not repeat it. Anyone remembers who said the previous verse? Arjuna has not said it. Arjuna is saying now. So this is the list of Arjuna. Earlier someone has given a similar list. Who was that?
Krishna.
Krishna has given the list. Krishna has not spoken much as yet.
Oh, yeah.
Sanjaya.
Sanjaya, thank you, Aish Prabhu. He's reading them nicely. Sanjay has given the list because he was zooming, as I said earlier. When the dialogues are happening, Sanjay is repeating as it is, obviously. When the action is happening, then the camera goes back and he describes what's happening. That is Sanjaya. Anytime you see this action happening in the battlefield, it will be actually Sanjaya. Dhritarashtra only spoke one verse, right? Wherever Krishna will speak, it will come. Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Arjuna will say, Arjuna Vacha. So only one person is remaining who's describing the events in the battlefield. That has to be Sanjaya. It's a standard rule. So he has already given a list, but in previous list and this list, there's only one difference. Let's see. Acharya, Pitara, Putras, Pitamaha, they're all there. Matulaha was there. Matula means Mamaji. Uncle, maternal uncle is there. Shosharaha is there. We definitely know that one. Potraha, Potra grandsons we know. Shalaha. Everyone knows this one. Anand Prabhu, you know. Shalaha.
No,
Hindi.
sorry.
Huh?
No.
Sala.
In-laws?
Brother-in-law.
Oh, in-laws. Yeah,
Everyone
brother-in-law.
is smiling. Someone is laughing. In Hindi, they call it Sala. Actually, it's a Sanskrit Apabhransha. It is Shala. Sala means brother-in-law, wife's brother. So he is also there. Now, who is this one here? This was not there in the previous list. Who can say? Arjun is saying, brother-in-law, my brother-in-law is also there. Everyone knows that.
Drupad?
Drupad is the father.
Oh,
Father-in-law.
sorry, yes.
Drishtyadumna, thank you.
Drishtadumna, sorry,
is there.
Drishtadumna, not Drishtadumna.
He's
Sorry.
a brother of Draupadi. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Shyala and other Sambandhis are there. Etan na hantum ichhami. Etan, through these ones, na hantum. What does na hantum will mean? Hantu mane to kill. Na hantum. I do not
I don't
itcha.
mancha.
Thank you. I don't have itcha. I don't have desire to kill them. Gnotopi madhusudana. Gnotopi, Prabhupada writes us, even if I get killed, I have no desire to kill them. And Prabhupada writes here, this is the saintly character of Arjuna. Arjuna is a saintly person, Prabhupada writes. I wish we had time to go through Prabhupada full purport. Beautiful purport Prabhupada has written.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Mataji, can I finish this verse? I'll take it later.
Yeah, just a question
Okay.
for this verse.
Yes.
Drishtadyumna was with the Pandavas.
Yes.
So
he's
yeah.
listing Mataji both sides, Mata, not only just one
Okay.
side. Yeah.
Okay, Prabhu.
So this list is for both sides. He's just counting how many relatives are there. Okay, last verse in this series. Api Trailokya Rajyasya. Everyone understand? Triloki. Triloki means three words. Even if I get, what to speak of this Prithvi, even if I get Triloki, Triloki refers to an upper planetary system, lower planetary system, and current one, which we are in, earthly planets. Api Trailokya Rajyasya. Heto kim nu mahi karte. Mahipal. Mahi refers to Prithvi. So what to speak of this Prithvi, even if you get me the kingdom of Triloki, Nihatya Dharta Rashtrana. What does Dharta Rashtrana means? Everyone knows this word? Dharta Rashtra.
Son of
Son of Dhritarashtra. Thank you so much.
Yes.
This is used second or third time in this chapter. Nihatya. Even if I am Nihatta, I am without weapon. Dhartarashtrana and Dhartarashtra, son of Dhritarashtra, kill me. Ka priti sarjanadana. I have no priti in that. I have no interest basically in that. So basically Arjun is showing his saintly character and saying all these Samandhis, all these relatives are assembled in the battlefield. They are my sojan, and if I kill them, whom I will share my enjoyment with. So this is the loss of enjoyment argument. And he's so saintly, he's saying, even if I'm nihatta, even if I'm weaponless and other party kill me, I'm happy to do that rather than me killing them. In the Kshatriya codes, the rule is two Kshatriyas will only fight with each other when they are alert, they are equipped, and they are equal. So they have to be equal, equipped, and alert. Otherwise, they cannot fight with each other. Suppose they are equal, equal is equal in fighting, equal in strength, but they are not equipped. The weapon is not there. So other party does give opportunity to the other party to pick up the weapon. We see in the Vritasur and Indra Yuddha. When Vritasur threw something, Indra's vajra fell from his hand. So Vritasur said, pick up your weapon, pick up your weapon. So because we don't attack on that enemy. And suppose they are equipped and they are equal, but they are looking other way. They're not alert. So they say in Bihar Choprati, Savdhan, and then they start the battle. This is just to challenge that please, I am here to fight with you. You also fight with me. This is very nice. This is exactly opposite of what's happening in the today's world. Anytime, anywhere, terrorists are killing people. Armies are killing people. They don't see who are citizens, who are soldiers. Is it day or night? Very, very cruel things are happening. No rules at all. Just kill them somehow. On the train station, someone will come with a machine gun, start shooting people. In the flight, so much is happening. On the ground, so much is happening. Everywhere, so much is happening. But Vedic culture was very civilized. Even if they were fighting with some quotes there. Okay, 136. Now, if I go back here. Now he's talking about the next category of sinful reactions. This is from 136 onwards. Let's read the verse. How Arjun is scared about getting sinful reactions. Papam eva shrayed asman hatve taina atataina tasman nara vayam hantum dhart rashran sabandhavan. Dhart rashran word is coming again and again and again. It is just to refer to all the Kauravas. Swajanam is coming again. Swajanam hi katham hatva sukhina syam madhava. It's a beautiful verse. Let's read the translation, someone.
Sin will. Thank you, Mataji. Sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressor. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What shall we gain, O Krishna, husband of the goddesses of fortune? And how could we be happy by killing our own kinsmen?
Thank you, Mataji. So, papam. Everyone knows pap? Pap means sin. Ashrayed. Eva. Eva is certainly. Who can say Eva and Eva? IVA versus EVA. Giriraj Prabhuji? It's not Eva. It's Eva.
Eva is Prabhuji certainly.
Thank you, Prabhuji. It's right here. Yeah.
Yes.
And IVA, Eva.
Eva.
As if.
As
like that. Huh? Like that. We'll read that again. Okay. So Papam Eva. So what does Papam Eva read? Will read Giriraj Prabhu?
कि पाप 100% लगेंगे मतलब
100%. Thank you, Prabhuji. 100% लगेंगे. हाँ, एकदम शुद्ध बंगाली का word. Sorry, Punjabi का word. 100%, 100%. We will get pap. And he's using the word ashraya. Everyone knows ashraya word. Ashraya means shelter. So now we usually use the word ashraya for a good shelter. We take shelter of Krishna, Krishna's holy name, Krishna Katha, Krishna Kirtan. But here Arjun is saying, Papam eva ashrayed. We are taking shelter of what? Papa. That means, as Giriraj Prabhu said in summary, pap lagega. 100% pap lagega. Huh? We are taking shelter of Papa. Huh? It's a nice way of saying that. Huh? As Gaur Gopal Prabhu says, when you have to say someone Gadha, you don't call him Gadha. Gadha means donkey if you don't understand Hindi. You call him Vaishakh Nandan. And he will think you are praising that person. Don't call him Gadha. You call him, Hey Vaishakh Nandan. So this is just a way Vedic culture is very sweet. So Papam Eva Shred, Asman. Asman refers to we all. We all taking shelter of what? Papa. We are not supposed to do that, but we are taking shelter. How we are taking shelter of Papa? By Hatvetan. We are killing. Who are we killing? Ata Tainaha. So this is a very nice word. Prabhupada has written his purport in the beginning of it. Thank you, Anand Prabhu. Aggressors. So Prabhupada writes there are 6 kinds of aggressors. We'll quickly read this. This is very nice. So Prabhupada writes, number 1, who is a poison giver. Number 2, one who sets fire to the house. 3, one who attacks with a deadly weapon. 4, who plunders riches. 5, one who occupies others' land. And 6 is one who kidnaps a wife. So these are the 6 types of aggressors. So here, if you read the Sanskrit, Ata Taina. So Ata refers to stretch, Tai refers to bow. So one who comes with a stretched bow. Understand? A stretched bow, ready to shoot or have shot you. Huh? Ata, stretched thigh refers to dhanush or bow. So one who comes to you with a stretched bow. So any one of these categories, this is from Manusmriti. So Manusmriti says, if someone does one of this pap, he's supposed to get capital punishment by the king, and there is no sinful reaction for that capital punishment. That soul gets purified by that punishment. They say if you don't repent for your sins in this life, in the next life, you have to repent for more sinful reactions. Suppose you have done some stealing, for example, you should not do, but suppose $100. So it's better if you pay early or it's better if you pay late. Suppose someone finds it out, with the interest. Which is better? Harish Prabhu, he works in a bank. Which is better?
Do it early.
Sorry, Prabhu, I was in mute.
That's all right.
Pay it now. Pay it off
Paid
now.
now, isn't it?
Yeah.
The interest will be little, huh? All the people work for bank, they understand, or anyone who has mortgage understands the concept of interest. So if you pay early, the interest will be say only 10%, $110 or something. But if you pay after 30 years, the interest will be more than the principal. So similarly, if you repent for your sinful reactions early, you realize it and you repent for it. Whatever way, it says small sinful actions will have a small reaction, bigger will have bigger reactions. Anyway, so if you do it early, that's fine. So if a king gives punishment to one of these aggressors, for example, a capital punishment, there is no sin. But a king does not give him punishment like that. King also get the sinful reaction because he is supposed to do the justice, and he hasn't does the justice. And even if you, one of you, if you are on leadership role, and if you do not perform your role properly, actually you get sinful reactions. So you have to be very, very careful. Bhagavatam says, Pita nasasyad, janni nasasyad. You are not supposed to become a pita or father unless you can deliver your child back to Godhead. Janani nasasyad. You're not supposed to become mother. Guru nasasyad. So you're not supposed to become guru. So these positions look very nice, but if you're not responsibly doing your role properly, you're not teaching your kids, at least your part you should do properly. What happens is Krishna's hand. But if you're not doing your role properly, it says even you're not supposed to become demigod. Devim nasasyat. You cannot become devta, you cannot become father, mother, guru. You cannot, because you're supposed to perform certain duties for that. If you don't do it, you get sinful reactions for that. So don't take these roles very easily. I am the leader of 2,000 people. Yes, just wait. The reaction will come. So Raja gets 1/6 portion of Praja's punya and papa. So if your praja, your dependents are doing some punya, you get 1/6 automatically because you're a part of that chain. But if your Raja and Praja is doing some sinful activities, you get 1/6 automatically. You cannot say in front of him, Raj, मैंने नहीं किया. I didn't do it. Hang on a second. You are the leader. You were the leader of that society, that congregation, that family, that nation. You didn't do the job properly. So you are supposed to guide them very, very nicely. So Ram Raj is not like there was no sinful activities. No, that's just a zero access. You're supposed to do activities which takes you and other people back to Godhead. Anyway, coming back, so if you do one of these 6 activities, you are supposed to get capital punishment. Now look at how many Kauravas have done. Who can tell? Have Kaurava given poison to anyone in their life?
Yes.
Duryodhan had given poison to Bhima as a kid.
As a kid, when Duryodhan was kid, Bhima was kid, he has given poison. And Ayush Prabhu, not only that, on top of that, he bound his hand and legs and threw in the Ganga. Double demerit points, huh? Long weekend, double demerit points, double pap. Double pap. Because, if you throw someone even live with hand and legs bound, what will happen to that person? He will drown, he will die. He cannot even swim out. But Duryodhan has done that. Second one who sets fire to the house. Kauravas have done it? Lakshagra. They have done 2 jobs now. 2 capital punishments. Okay, let's count. One who attacks with deadly weapon. They have attacked with deadly weapon, yes or no? Once the Pandavas are in Kamya, when Duryodhan planned to attack Pandavas, because there were only 5, that's what Duryodhan thought. There were only 5. We will take the full Hastinapur army and destroy him there. But that time we know Vyasadev came and he said, Duryodhan, you have already done enough damage to Pandavas. If you do any more damage in this situation while they are alone in the forest, I will curse you. You will get destroyed with all your army. Now Duryodhan, no matter how proud he was, how aggressive he was, but he knew one thing. Brahmanas are powerful. If they curse me, I'll definitely get destroyed. And you remember the story of Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni first came to Hastinapur. Duryodhana served him very, very nicely. But his intention was not to serve Durvasa Muni. His intention was to send Durvasa Muni to curse Pandavas. Huh? A very political, diplomatic person. Huh? So he knew Vasudev is a very powerful Brahman. If he said he will curse me and I'll get destroyed, I will get destroyed. So Duryodhana did not take army to attack on them, but he still takes the army to show off them. And then also Gandharvas came and defeated Duryodhana and Karna and all that. So he has done this actually. And later also he has attacked. In Virat he has attacked, right? And now in Mahabharata also he's attacking. Anyway, one who plunders riches. Has he done it?
They took over Indraprasth by gambling.
Yeah, so in gambling, Prabhuji, two things happened. If you just categorize it, first he took all the wealth away, all the wealth, whatever wealth Pandavas had. And Yudhishthira said, "Why are you taking my wealth away? I'm using this wealth for Brahmanas, for Lord Vishnu. Why are you taking my wealth away?" But Duryodhana just laughed at it. So Yudhishthira had lot of wealth, but that wealth was used for the sake of Brahmanas or devotees. So he took all the riches. And the second which happened, which Anand Prabhu mentioned, one who plunders others' land. So he took the whole Indraprastha. He took every single thing. And that was by cheating. It says in gambling match, whoever is throwing the dice, they should stack their own wealth. But what was happening? Duryodhan was taking his wealth and Shakuni was throwing the dice. This is against the rule of gambling. Now, I don't know much about gambling, so don't look at me like this. I heard that. So in the gambling match, I heard, supposed to be, if you throw the dice, you should stake your own wealth. But Duryodhan didn't do that, so he was cheating. 6. One who kidnaps his wife. So Draupadi was brought into the assembly of lakhs of people. That was as good as kidnapping the wife. And also when Pandavas were in Vanvas, Jayadratha kidnapped Draupadi. Only for a day, but Jayadratha kidnapped Draupadi. So all these things they have done. So they have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're supposed to get some punishment as per the Shastric rules, yes or no? No, people are
Yes.
still confused.
No, some punishment, all punishment.
All punishment. How many times, Keshav Prabhu? 6 बार मृत्युदंड. Now I can't give 6 times, at least 1 time. So is Krishna saying the right thing, wrong? Many times people say, oh, Krishna was invoking the war. No, they have done all of this. Even for one, they are supposed to get capital punishment. They have done all of it. So they were supposed to get, so they are atatai, they are aggressors. And by killing them, Krishna will explain that later, you will not get a sinful reactions. Okay? Okay, let's move forward. 137, 38. Let's read it and then we'll do the verse translation. Sarita Mataji, want to do that?
O Janardana, although these men, their hearts overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family or quarreling with friends, why should we, who can see the crime in destroying a family, engage in these acts of sin?
Thank you, Mataji. One word which I forgot to mention, Madhava. This is a very sweet name of Krishna coming first time in Bhagavad Gita. Madhav. Madhav is the husband of goddess of fortune. Actually, is coming for the second time. So Krishna, you are supposed to be the goddess, husband of the goddess of fortune. Why are you bringing misfortune on me? Okay, this is Arjun's interpretation. And Prabhupada writes very nicely in the last line. He should not induce. Okay, I'll read the whole line. He wanted to point out to Krishna that the husband of the goddess of fortune, he should not induce Arjun to take up the matter which would ultimately bring about misfortune. This again, Arjun thinking like that. Arjun is thinking, you are Madhav, but your activity, you are asking me to do the war, will bring misfortune. Why are you bringing misfortune to me? Then Prabhupada explains, Krishna, however, never brings misfortune to anyone. Krishna, as a loving father, he is the Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. So he is not Suhrid of only humans. He is not Suhrid of only Australians or Americans or Indians, only this species, that species. He is Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. Prabhupada writes, never brings misfortunes. What does it say basically? Whatever Krishna does is the best in our interest. We should never, many times, we look up, Are bhaiya, ho ki nahi ho? Are you there or not there? Whenever we are in trouble, we look up, which is fine. We are at least talking to Krishna. But Krishna never brings misfortune to anyone, to say nothing of his devotees. So how he can bring misfortune to his own devotees? His devotees know nothing but Krishna, and Krishna says, I know nothing but my devotees. There's such a sweet relationship. So one sign of our advancement, one sign, there are many more signs as well, when we have trust in Krishna's plan. When we have trust in Krishna's plan, that yes, whatever Krishna has done to me, to my current situation, Krishna is still my best well-wisher. I'll accept it. I'll accept it. It says half of the war is won if you accept the situation. Huh? Many times we are not able to accept the situation. Why? We always ask, why me? Why now? Why this one? मुझे क्यों दिया? मैं तो इतना अच्छा हूँ. I'm so good. Why me? देना था तो neighbor को देते. Give it to my neighbor. Don't give it to me because I am a good person. My neighbor is a Kaurava. I'm not. I'm Pandava. We think like that. Why me? Why now? Why now? Give, even if you have to give me after 15 years when I'm old. Abhi to young hai. We are young now. We have these plans. My kid is small. I have mortgage. Blah blah blah. Why now? So we always have excuses. So if you're asking questions to Krishna, one devotee was giving a class very nicely. He was saying, I'll say in Hindi, I'll translate that. If you have अगर आपको श्रद्धा है तो शिकायत नहीं होनी चाहिए. Understand? Shraddha means faith. If you have faith in your Lord, in Krishna, then no shikayat, no complaints. और अगर शिकायत है तो श्रद्धा नहीं है. If you are complaining, then you don't have shraddha. I know it's very difficult. I'm also saying, but it's a very sweet line. We can try to meditate on it. So have shraddha, have faith that my Lord will always do good to me, no matter what happens to me in my current situation. May look apparently unpleasant, but it's always benevolent. It says Lord's plan may not look pleasant, but they are always benevolent. Benevolent means they will do some benefit to us, some benefit to us. We may not understand it. We are too small. Madha Gopal may not understand what Hari Gopal's plan is, but Hari Gopal Prabhu understands what is best for my Madha Gopal. So that's the plan. So Krishna is our father, and if you don't understand it, still just cooperate with that plan, and then slowly you will be able to connect all the dots. After 20 years, probably you look back. इसलिए भगवान ने ऐसा किया था. This is why Krishna did like that. Now I understand. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you. Keep saying thank you. Keep saying thank you. Understand or don't understand. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. We are just too small. It says we are always thinking from present in the future. Krishna is always thinking from future to present. बहुत बड़े चालबाज हैं. He is the biggest gambler. He says in gambling, I am the gambler. He is the biggest cheater. Biggest cheater, Krishna. So he always planning from future to backwards. He can see our thousands of lives ahead, and he knows how to bring us back to Godhead. So have faith, basically. Prabhupada is beautiful. Never brings misfortune to anyone. Say nothing to his devotees. So we may not be devotees as yet, but at least we are trying. We are trying. We are aspiring devotees. We can say like that. Prabhupada, one of his disciples, Hridayanand Maharaj, very intellectual. He's a sannyasi. So he wrote a poem to Prabhupada once. And in that poem, he was writing, in one line is common in all the sanjas. So he was writing, your devotee is waiting. And then something. Your devotee is waiting. Your devotee is waiting. Very nice. Bhav Maharaj wrote that poem. When Prabhupada read the poem, Prabhupada said, oh, very nice. But he took the pen and he cut all the devotees there. And he says, aspiring devotees, aspiring devotees, aspiring devotees, aspiring devotees. Prabhupada says, devotee is a big word. Big word. Devotee is a very big word. So we may sometimes feel like that, we are not addressed properly. But actually, even improper address to us is a glorification of us. Someone is calling us casual devotee. Actually, it's a big, sometimes at least we are devotees. Sometimes we are devotees because devotee is a big word. So most of us, may not be all of us, most of us, we are struggling sadhakas, aspiring devotees. One day, we hope we will become by Prabhupada's mercy. Okay, now let's read 37, 38. Yadyapete na pashyanti. Which word is there for Pratyaksha Praman? Who can say? Very quickly. Devi Gopika Mata.
Pashyanti.
Thank you. Everyone knows. You can filter this word. This is Pratyaksha Praman. Yadi api ete na pashyanti. Yadi. So yadyapi, although these people, ete na pashyanti, they are not seeing. Suppose, your kid is not able to see that he's going to fall down from the terrace. Father can see, hey, what are you doing? How can you go so much behind? You will fall down. You'll get injured. Father or mother, they know. Kids sometimes they don't realize. They may play some dangerous things. They may try to jump from somewhere. Here is our sweet Madhav Gopal. Uh, so Father knows what's best. Yadyapi ete na pashyanti. Why they are not able to see? What's the problem? Not that they don't have eyes, they are adults. Lobho upahat chetasa. So lobha refers to, everyone knows lobha, kama, krodha, lobha, greed. Huh? Upahat chetasa. Upahat means abducted. What is abducted by lobha? Chetasaha. Their consciousness is abducted by greed. When Duryodhan was asked, give me only 5 villages. Take the whole world kingdom, just give me 5 villages, Krishna said. And Krishna was serious about it. Duryodhan, what was the response of Duryodhan? I'll not give even the land in which you can put the tip of the needle. लेना है तो लड़के ही लेना पड़ेगा. सो ठीक है भाई, लड़के ले लेंगे. 18 दिन बाद मर के चले जाओगे. You will die in 18 days and then will take everything. Right now he's saying, just give me like a 0.1% of your kingdom. नहीं दूंगा, नहीं दूंगा, नहीं दूंगा. प्राण दूंगा. Okay, प्राण दे दो. Give me your life. He said, I will not give kingdom. So okay, you give your life. That's what happened. Huh? So what is called lobha, greed. Huh? What I have, I'm not satisfied with that. I want yours, 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 everyone's. So this is called greed. It says greed is very, very dangerous. Initially, people work for labh. Labh, you understand? Benefit. But sooner, labh becomes lob. There's only one matra. Oh, who knows Hindi, who understands? Huh? Labh and lob. What's the difference? So many people say, I'm not doing any greed, just labh, only benefit, benefit, benefit. When labh will become lob, very fine line. Huh? Very, very fine line. So you should be just completely satisfied with your honest means, whatever you earn in 6 to 8 hours or something like that. And this is what Krishna has given me. I will be happy. I get $1, I get $100, I get $1,000, whatever is there. But my main focus should be on my ultimate destination. And rest of the activities I will do whatever is needed. But yeah, they are not so important. They're all secondary. So labh should never become lob in our life. Never live. Whatever we have, and never ever we should look at other sampatti. Chanakya Pandit says, other sampatti, others wealth should be looked like a par draveshu loshtvat. Loshtvat means mitti ka dhela. Just as a stone, just a stone, so mud stone. We are not bothered about that. There's so many on the road. So par draveshu loshtvat, par dareshu matravat. Others' wife is considered like a mother, and other dravya, others' possession should be considered like a mitti ka dhela, like a mud. So lobho apatishesa, but these people, consciousness have been abducted by lobha. They cannot see, they're blinded. Now Dhritarashtra was blind not only physically, but blind emotionally, then blind spiritually, definitely. So many people gave good advices. Bhishma gave, Vidura gave, Sanjaya also gave through Bhagavad Gita. We can see the verses here. Maitreya Muni, Vyasadeva. So many people were giving advices to Duryodhan, to Dhritarashtra. They were just not able to hear. Why? They were lobhi. One meaning of Dhritarashtra is Dhrit Rashtra. Rashtra means land, and Dhrit means to hold kare. One who holding the land very, very tightly. In one lecture, someone said to Dhritarashtra, land mafia. Land mafia था. एक बार कब्जा कर लिया छोड़ेगा नहीं. One who takes once, he will never leave it. Now Dhritarashtra, if you know, in Mahabharata, was put as a caretaker of the kingdom. When Pandu went to the forest, I don't want to go in the whole story, he was put as a in charge of the kingdom. He wasn't the king. He was put as a in charge. Pandu was the king. Pandu has gone to forest for some time to do the tapasya, and you take care of the kingdom. That was the intention. But once गद्दी पे बैठा छोड़ेगा नहीं. Once someone sits in the chair in India, they never leave unless someone shoots them. जब तक गोली नहीं मारेंगे. वही हुआ. Same thing happened. So he got the chair, he got just attached to the chair, and he thought, my son should become the king, not the rightful heir of the kingdom, which was Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira was elder. Yudhishthira was son of Pandu, and whose kingdom he was taking care of. But he was given this power of authority. POA, they call it. Power authority was given, but he became the in charge. And that is the whole yuddha, actually, you can say. So this is called greed. Okay, Arjuna is saying next, Kulachaya Kritam Dosham. So this is the only 2 verses in Bhagavad Gita. I would not say only 2, one of those verses in Bhagavad Gita where 2 verses are repeated exactly, a part of that verse at least. You see, 37, third line, Kulachaya Kritam Dosham, Kulachaya Kritam Dosham, 38, see. So 38C, 37C, they're exactly same. Anyone knows any other 2 verses in Bhagavad Gita exactly same? Part of it at least. Hari Gopal Prabhu knows, I know. Okay, Ayush Prabhu.
Manmana bhavamad bhakto madhya jimam namaskuru.
Thank you. Number?
वो याद नहीं. Why
934.
why
लिख लीजिए.
yeah,
Okay, write down. 934. And second one, corresponding verse, Ayush Prabhu? 1865. So before 66. Manmana bhavamad bhakto madhya jimam namaskuru. So इसमें one line exactly same. Another verse. 411. 335. So 335, 1847, they're also similar. And 411, and I forgot there's another verse which also have the half line same. So there are three verses in Bhagavad Gita, the half line is exactly same. And these two verses, 1/4 of the line is exactly same. Anyway, just side information. Kul Chai Kritam Dosham. So what Arjuna is saying, Kul Chai Kritam Dosham. So Kul Chai means Kul Ka Nash, destroying the Kula. One who so Krita means one who does that. Dosha, that's a fault. So one who destroys the Kula. So Arjuna is thinking, I am going to do Kula Chaya because I'm going to kill the whole army there. Mitra Drohe Chapatakam. And why the Kulcha we are about to do? Because Mitra Drohe. Mitra Drohe here refers to the love which should exist between two cousins. Now, Pandavas and Kauravas, they are two cousins. They are supposed to be very loving. Yudhishthira said to Arjun and Bhima and Kamyavan, when Bhima practically denied to go to help to Duryodhan, Yudhishthira said, for internal reasons, we are Pandavas and Kauravas, but for outsiders, we are 105 brothers. 105 brothers. So we should not be separated. And Bhima said, Dhanya ho Yudhishthira Maharaj, you are not a Kshatriya, you are a Brahman. Itna udar hriday, so much liberal heart he had. So Arjuna is saying, it is supposed to be a mitra, mitrata. Mitrata means sakhya. Sakhya means cousins should be like a sakhya, like a friend. But what has happened between friends? Mitra drohe. Droha has come. Droha has come. Between Pandavas and Kauravas, Droha has come. And so much so, they are here assembled to kill each other. So what is supposed to be a mitrata, what is supposed to be a friendship, has become a very inimical relationship. Do you see that in the world, material world? If you have not seen, life will show you sometime or other. Very common these days, very, very common. The one who are very good mates become the best enemies. Even movies are there on that. Best friends become the best enemy. Even Shastra, Madhu and Kata was there. They were the best brothers. They became the... So it just keeps happening, keeps happening. So they say our only friend is Krishna. Goswamis, Acharyas, they are our friends. So we should have full faith in Acharya Parampara, in Goswamis, in our Shastra, more than these fallible soldiers. Prahlad Maharaj calls this fallible soldiers. We think that they are very great, they will protect us. But many times, Draupadi was going to Bhishma Pitama, Dronacharya, Dhritarashtra. No one could save Draupadi. No one could save Draupadi. So these Shastric statements are telling again and again, we should have more faith in Krishna than others. Now, when Uttara was shot, this Brahmastra by Ashwathama, Ashwathama targeted the Brahmastra on Uttara's womb. Now, Uttara's husband was killed just few days before, like literally 5-6 days before, in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Krishna was close by, not exactly close, but close by. But Krishna did not protect Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu died. Now, Uttara had no revenge feeling against Krishna. Krishna, why did you not save my husband? But when Ashwathama shot the Brahmastra, Uttara did not go to Yudhishthira Maharaj, Arjun, Bhima. She straight away went to Krishna. Krishna, Mahabaho, Dev Deva Jagatpate. Hey Krishna, you please protect me. So this is what our situation is supposed to be like Uttara. No matter what has happened physically, mentally in our life, but we should have more faith in Krishna than other people. Then Krishna will surely protect. It says, if he does not protect our material possessions, he will surely protect our bhakti. Example, Bharat Maharaj. Even if you become dear, but your bhakti is increasing. So that's a success actually. That's a success. It's not a failure. Okay. Katham na geyam asmabhi. Papat asma nivartitum. So katham na geyam asmabhi. So these people does not know what is papa, but we know. So if your two friends are arguing with each other, so one friend will say, oh, this friend doesn't know what he's saying. So just leave him alone. Or maybe I should become bigger. So he's saying these people does not understand what is right, what is wrong, but we understand. Papa asman nivartito. We should not get involved in Papa. So he doesn't understand because he is lobo upahachetsa. His consciousness is bad right now. But my consciousness is not. Prapasyadhir Janardana. So, hey Janardan. Now, Janardan is a very beautiful word. Prabhupada writes there are two meanings of Janardan. So, it can be broken into Jana, Ardan. The Jan means people, and Ardan refers to one who protects people. So, Janardan refers to, generally speaking, one who protects people. But Arjun is saying, but looks like you're not protecting, you're destroying, isn't it? Because here everyone will be destroyed. So Prabhupada writes, Vishnu Chakra Thakur writes, Janardhan has two meanings. So Jana plus Ardan, one who protects people. And also can be divided as Jana plus Ardan. So one is Ardan, Ardan means to protect, and Ardan refers to annihilate. One who is here to annihilate Jana. So Janardhan, is it right meaning or wrong meaning? Is right meaning. If you see in Bhagavad Gita 4.7 and 8, Paritranaya sadhu nam. So for sadhus, Krishna is Janardana. Jana plus Ardhan. He protects sadhus. Paritranaya sadhu nam. And Vinashaya chadushkratam. He is Janardhan. He is annihilating the dushkratam. Makes sense? For dushkritinas, for miscreants, he is Janardhan. Jana plus Ardhan. And for Paritranaya sadhu nam, he is Janardhan. Aish Prabhu, can you explain? Just to
Yes.
check.
Yes, Prabhu. So Janardhan is protection. So Krishna says Pavitranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam dharma samstapana shambhavami yuge yuge. So he's saying that I come to protect the sadhus, basically my devotees. So in that case, he is Janardhan, the protector of people or devotees, and he's also Janardhan vinashaya cha duskritam, where he's the destroyer of enemies or evil people who are causing harm to devotees or destroying dharma.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. So when he annihilates, so Arjuna is saying, you are supposed to be Janardhan, you are supposed to be protecting Jana, but you are annihilating the Jana. So see, Arjuna's understanding is little different as a representative of conditioned souls. Okay, let's move forward. 39. Kulachaya pranashanti kul dharma sanatana dharme naste kulam kritsam adharmo bhi bhavatyut. With the destruction of the dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of the family becomes involved in irreligion. So, Kulachai, if the Kulachai will happen, basically all the elderly people of the Kula will die, which Arjuna is saying, which we are supposed to be doing now. Pranashanti means they get destroyed. Kulachai pranashanti. What will be the result of that? Kula dharma sanatana. So, sorry, the Kulachai is one word, and pranashanti refers to Kul dharma sanatana. So Kul dharma refers to the dharma, the rules and regulation of different kulas. So Arjuna is basically saying the rules and regulation which elderly people of the family is supposed to give to the younger people. If the elderly people are destroyed, who will teach the children? Isn't it? Because elderly people are supposed to give this. The father or the grandfather, they teach the grandchildren or the son. Arjuna is saying, if Kulachaya will happen, if the dynasties or Kulas is destroyed, what will happen? Kul Dharma will be Pranashanti. And Kul Dharma is what? Sanatana. Kul Dharma is eternal. Now, Arjuna's meaning of here, Sanatan, is not eternal as a life in Vaikuntha. Here, Sanatan should refer to long living rules and regulations of the family. No material thing is Sanatan, eternal. They're all long lived, but they cannot be Sanatan. Now, if they are Sanatan, they cannot be Pranashanti, isn't it? What is Sanatan? We are Sanatan. We are a Jiva as Sanatan, and we cannot be destroyed. And if they are Pranashanti, they cannot be Sanatan, isn't it? They're contradictory word here. But the point here is, here Sanatan does not mean a fully eternal. It means long living. Kul Dharma, the rules and regulations of the Kula, will be destroyed. What will be the result of that? So Kulachaya result will Kul Dharma Pranashanti. What will be the result of Kul Dharma Pranashanti? Dharme Nashte Kulam Krisam. Krisam refers to whole. All the Kulas, Dharma will be destroyed. Adharma bhavatyut, and Adharma will prevail. So basically, when there will be no rules and regulations, family rules and regulations, what will be happening? Adharma will predominate. So our rules and regulations are supposed to give us dharma. Ispratyasakta Vishnu Vismratyo na jatachet. So whatever rules and regulations we follow, they should end up in remembrance of Krishna. That is the highest dharma. There's no better dharma than that. So Arjuna is saying, if that gets destroyed, what will happen? Adharma will become very predominant. And he continues, what will be the result of that? So Arjuna is very intelligent person. If adharma will rise, what will happen? Adharma bhi bhavat Krishna pradashyanti kulastriyaha. So kul is striya, the ladies of that kula, ladies of that family will become pradashyanti. They will become weak, basically. And what will be the result of that? Istrisu, Dushtasu, Varshneya. Hey, Varshneya. Varshneya refers to Krishna here. Oh, my dear descendant of the Vishnuvansh. Istrisu, Dushtasu, when Istriya, woman, become weak. Jayate, Jayate, Ja word refers to Janma. Pankaja, for example, Pankaj refers to lotus. Pank means mud, Khichad, Ja means Janma. One who takes Janma in Pank, in mud, that's called Pankaja. Janma karm chame divyam. Ja refers to Janma. Many times you read this. So Jayate, the Janma, the birth will happen of what? Vard Sankar. Vard Sankar Prabhupada writes unwanted progeny. Now here unwanted progeny does not refers to today's unwanted children. Some European thinker was saying most of the people, at least in his country, we can say, are born on the Saturday night on a bottle of whiskey. That's how the children take birth. Many times in Western world, maybe in India these days as well. But the point here is, in Vedic culture, that was not called as unwanted progeny, unwanted child. In Vedic culture, bringing a child in this world was a very, very auspicious activity. There's a Garbhadhan sanskar for that. The husband and the wife, they prepare for it. Prabhupada said our consciousness should be very, very pure when we are doing that yajna. It's a yajna actually. It's a yajna to please Lord Vishnu. In 7th chapter, Krishna says, I am that kama, dharma avriddha bhuteshu, kamosmi bhartar sabha. I am the kam, I am the lusty desire in the men and women who are aviruddha, who are not contrary to religious principles. So Krishna is saying, I am that feeling. So it's a very, very auspicious, pious activities. The couple take blessings of all the family members. They do a yajna before that as well. It's a very, very auspicious activity. But Prabhupada is saying, if you are not prepared for that activity nicely, if your consciousness is not prepared, whatever the progenies will be coming, their consciousness will be degraded. So this is what where unwanted progeny mean. The consciousness is not very high. The consciousness is supposed to be very high in aiming to Lord Vishnu. As I said, you're not supposed to become father or mother or guru or any leadership role if you cannot give justice to your dependents. So what Arjun is saying, if my Kul Dharma is destroyed, the Kul Chaya will happen, the Kula will be destroyed, then Kul Dharma will be destroyed. When Kul Dharma will be destroyed, woman will become weak. When woman will become weak, what will happen? The adultery will happen in the whole society, and the progeny which will come will not be of very high consciousness. And we don't want to do that, because this degraded consciousness progeny will go over the world and fill up the whole world. And we can see today, this whole world is filled with many of Varn Sankaras, especially our leaders. They are not very intelligent. They are not following the dharma properly. They are hot-headed leaders. You tell me something and I'll press the button. They give the warning. I'll press the button immediately. My missiles have the range of 1600 kilometers, or this kilometer, that kilometer, this nuclear bomb, that nuclear bomb. So this refers to not very high quality children based on consciousness. What will be the result of that? See, the multiple layers Arjun is saying. If the children are not very high consciousness, what will happen? Sankaro narkayaiva. Okay, let's read the translation. It's a very nice verse. Anyone else can read? Anyone?
An increase of unwanted population certainly causes the hellish life, both for the family and for those who destroys the family traditions. The ancestors of such corrupted families fall down because the performance of the offering them food and water are entirely stopped.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So Sankaro Narakaya. So these Sankar, these Varn Sankar, this so-called unwanted progeny, Narakaya, they will make the life hell because their consciousness is not very high. And in Vedic culture, again, we are supposed to goal our consciousness to become very, very high. Not only high, very, very high. Because they don't have, so they will make life hell for them and for others as well. Kulgana nam kulassecha. And what will happen? All the rules and regulations will stop. Patanti pitro hi esham. So pitara will patanti. Pitara will fall down. Pitara refers to our ancestors. So it says if you do very good activities, all the pious activities, like you are, how should I call it? Like 80% plus student. You understand? They are different category. They're like the cream of the class. Then you go to Sargloka in pious activities. I mean, if you are an average person, like 50-60% one, anyone like that there? I was like that. Average. I'm still very, very average. So average student, they go to actually Pitraloka. And if you are below marks, 33 se below, to kya hoga? You go to Patal Loka. So there are three, like high level. We are not talking about spirituality here. We're just talking about material piety or impiety here. So very high grade people, they go to Sargloka. Medium range, they go to Pitraloka. And the below than them, they go to Patal Loka basically. So Arjun is saying, Patanti Pitro hi Esham. And how does Pitras live in Pitraloka? So it says Pitras depend on the offerings done by their children and grandchildren. So every year the Shraddha comes for 15 days. It's coming in September. I don't remember the dates this year, but every year it comes for 15 days. And in those 15 days, the children's father, mother, or grandfather have passed away. They perform this Shraddha ceremony. Every day they offer water to Suryadev, and Suryadev takes that water and offers it to Pitras there. On the last day, they also offer bhoga to Lord Vishnu. Obviously, they give it to crows. It says crows is the carrier of Pitrama, Arima. So Arima is the king of the Pitraloka at this stage. They keep changing. This is a post, like a 5-year government. President or prime minister keeps changing. So at the moment, Arima is the Raja, is the king of Pitraloka. So Arima's career is a crow. So when we feed to the crow, crow gives it to Arima, and Arima gives to our relatives who are waiting in Pitraloka. It's a big story. Pitraloka is like a waiting transit lounge, you can say. In Singapore, you are in transit lounge, waiting for your next flight to India. You may wait there for 6 hours or 8 hours. Anyway, so these Pitaras depend on the food offered by their children and grandchildren. So if you don't do that, they actually are hungry there. It's not very nice. So Arjun is saying, Patanti Pitras will fall down because of lack of food and water, because the progeny is not very high consciousness. They are not trained. Lupta means it will stop. Pinda and Udaka. So Pinda refers to food, Udaka refers to water. Pindodaka Kriyaha. The Kriya of offering Pinda and Udaka, food and water to Pitras will will stop. And the result of that will be even Pitras will fall down. See Arjun, how far he is thinking. My Pitras will also fall down, huh? But Prabhupada writes a beautiful verse here. Example, one who takes complete shelter of Mukunda, Devarshi Bhutap Nirnam Pitranam, Na Kinkaro Nayam Rini Charajan, Sarvatma Hi Saranam Saranyam, Gato Mukundam Parihartya Kartam. One who has taken full shelter of Mukunda, he is not indebted to anyone. Usually we have 6 debts. So Deva means Devtas. Rishi means our sages, because our Devtas are giving us, Bhumi Rapo Anulo Vayu. We are standing on Mother Earth. We have air to breathe. We have Surya Dev, moon. They are all helping us to live. Rishis, all the Rishis are giving us scriptures. Vyasadev, Ganesh Ji, our Acharyas, Prabhupada Ji. They are giving. Bhuta refers to all the animals. Many times, many animals help us, like donkeys help us, horses help us, cows help us. Without their help, we can't survive. Apta refers to relatives, mama, nana, chacha, mosi, dadi, dada, they all help us. Nirnam refers to our immediate family. Apta refers to extended family. And Pitras means in this kula. Sometimes we call it, मैं ब्राह्मण हूँ, मैं क्षत्रिय हूँ, मैं ठाकुर हूँ, whatever. So all these, it says Deha has come in this dynasty because of the help of our Pitras, forefathers. So we had we have debt to them actually, all of us. Unless you are a pure devotee, you have taken full shelter of Krishna, Mukunda, you are supposed to give this debt back. In Vedic culture, again repeating, we are supposed to take less and give more, not take more and give less, which is today's culture. And that makes us divine, person of a divine character. So when we take something from these 6 people, it's our supposed duty to give them back. And when we become good citizen, when we become good father, good mother, good son, a good friend, then we are giving something. We are reading Shastra, so we are the debt which we have for rishis, we are repaying them back when we apply those teachings in our life. For devtas, we do yajna. For bhutas, Prabhupada father, God Mohanday, used to leave some grains in the middle of his shop for the rats every night. He will leave. In our house, I remember my mother and father used to leave some grains for the birds, some water for the birds, and they will come at the right time. You can see the bird has come, it will be 10 o'clock. Can't remember the time, but exactly same time the birds will come. Cow will come on our door every day, and they will do with her horns, that I'm hungry, I'm here, give me the roti. So these jivas, we are supposed to help them, whatever is possible for us, to our relatives also, and definitely to our immediate family members and to our pitaras as well. But if you are a brahmachari or a sannyasi or you're like literally advanced devotee, then you're not indebted to these living entities. So beautiful analogy Prabhupada has given here. 142. Who can read the translation?
By the evils of those who destroy the family tradition and thus give rise to unwanted children, all kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated.
So again, Arjun is counting more and more demerits of this thing happening. Dosha raite kulganam, word Sankar karge. Again, the word Sankar is used. The dosha, the fault will come on us. Utsadyante jati dharma. So whatever the good projects are there, whatever the family traditions are there, they will all be destroyed. Utsadyante word refers to pranashanti. Similar word, Utsadyante pranashanti. They're all destroyed. Jati dharma. Now here jati refers to the caste. This caste is not like a caste system in India today's date. But in earlier days, we have Chaturvarne Mayashas. There were varnas, there were jatis, but they're all for the good purpose. Nowadays, everything is a bit distorted. Anyway, 143. I've just 4 verses. I'm looking at 851. So we'll try to finish these verses. Very straightforward verses, not much philosophy there. Someone can
O
read.
Krishna, maintainer of the people, I have heard by diplomatic succession that those whose family tradition are destroyed dwell always in hell.
So before he said the Patanti Pitaro Hesham, so our Pitaras will fall down. Now he's saying even we will reside in Naraka. We means the one who is doing all this, because we are responsible, because we have destroyed the elderly people of the family. Utsanna kul dharmanam. So Utsanna refers to again spoiled. Utsadyante, pranashanti, Utsanna. They're all similar words. Utsanna, you can read here, is spoiled. Huh? Utsanna kul dharmanam. If the kul dharma is Utsanna, is spoiled, what will happen? Manushyanam janardana. So Manushya ka kul dharma is destroyed. Janardhan, see, again he is using the word Janardhan. He's saying, Janardhan, you're supposed to protect. Why are you destroying? Huh? So, hey Janardhan, if Manushya's kul dharma is destroyed, narake niyatam vaso. Because we are responsible. Like if you kill someone, you are responsible for it. So you, the person who is killing other person, narake niyatam. Niyatam refers to always. Now Arjun is, okay, there are 2 things coming up here. Arjun knows the afterlife concept. So Arjun is not unaware of the concept of soul. So that's not the case. So it's not Arjun refers the concept of soul in only the 2nd chapter. No, he's just strengthening his knowledge basically. But he knows this concept. We have to go to Sarga or Narka. Narke Niyata Vasa. Now in Vedic culture, there's no Niyat Vas. Niyat refers to eternal Vas. In another tradition, you will hear, if you don't follow their Lord, you will reside in hell. Eternal damnation in the fire of hell. That's what they call it. So you will eternally reside there. But in our Vedic culture, the understanding is not that you will reside in hell forever. Yeah, here forever refers to very long time, very, very long time. So if there are certain sinful activities for which you have to reside in hell for very, very long time. And from that perspective, sometimes said they are Shashwat, they are near, they are eternal. But there's nothing like eternal. Sometimes Brahmaji's life is considered as eternal life. In comparison to human life, he seems to be eternal, but he's not. He's only one breath of Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu breathes out, Brahmaji comes, he breathes in, and Brahmaji goes back. So for Mahavishnu's perspective, he's only 1 second lifespan. But from our perspective, it seems to be very long. So again, Niyatam word should be understood here. Very long time we have to reside in hell. And this is a very nice statement Arjun is giving me. Bhavatiti Anushushramas. I have heard it. So Arjun is not saying, as per my understanding, this is what's going to happen. Arjun is saying, Anushrama, I have heard it in the disciplic succession. So it's very important. Whatever arguments we present, there has to be from Shastra. And we see everywhere in Shastra when 2 people are discussing, they always refer to the previous person. This is what he said. If Narad Muni asks a question, he will refer to 4 Kumaras. 4 Kumaras are asked a question, they will refer to Brahmaji. So every time we are referring to Shastra, which is a praman for us. Otherwise, it's just our emotional answer. Okay, so Arjun is saying, I have heard it in disciplic succession. Those whose family traditions are destroyed dwell always in hell. Okay, verse 44.
Alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts, driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness. We are intent on killing our own kinsmen.
Thank you, Mother. So ahobat mahat papam. So ahobat, whenever this word comes, this is a expression, emotion of ashcharya, wonderful, huh? In the negative sense. Ahobat sapachto gariyan. Devhuti Mata is telling to Kapil Muni that anyone who has the holy name of the Lord on the agrabhag of the tongue, huh? Even on the tip of the tongue, they are so great. So we should not, one, glory of Harinam. We should not take Harinam so casually. Harinam is very great. So here Arjun is saying, Ahobat. What a great ashcharya, what a great surprise. Mahat papam, not just pap, mahat papam, mahan pap, greatly sinful. Kartum vyavasita vayam. We are involved in doing great sin. This is the section we are reading, right? Fear of sinful actions and dynasty. So, kartum vyavasita vayam. Yad rajya sugulobena. So, he is saying, previously he was saying other parties lova. Lobho apati chetsa. Now he's saying we are also lobi. What's the lob? Rajya Suklova. Because Vayam refers to we in Sanskrit. Huh? There's Aham, Tvam, and Vayam. So Vayam refers to we. We, all of the Pandavas here. Vayam Yad Rajya Suklova. And we have a Sukh of Rajya. And we are lobi. We are greedy for that. And for that, what we are doing? Mahat Papam. We are doing great sinful activities. Hantum. Hantum refers to killing. Swajanam Uddita. Uddita means Utsuk. They are very curious to kill our own Swajana for what? Rajya Sukha. So we are very puppy. We are very sinful. This is what the meaning of it is. Huh? So Arjun is feeling we are being very sinful by getting involved in killing of our own Swajana, our own relatives. Last verse from Arjuna.
Better for me is the sons of Dhritarashtra, weapons in hand, were to kill me unarmed and unresting on the battlefield.
Thank you, bro. Yadi mam apratikar means to counteract, apratikar means not counteract. Huh? So I will not do pratikar, I will not counteract them. What I will not counteract? Ashastram, I am Ashastra, I don't have any weapons on me. Shastra Parnya refers to hand, Shastra refers to weapon. In their hands, if they have weapon, in my hands I have no weapon, and they kill me, I will not counteract. Now, they're not supposed, no one's supposed to kill a person who doesn't have weapons. As I said, they have to be equal, equipped, and alert. But Arjun is saying, even if I have no weapons in my hand, they have weapons in their hand and they kill me. Dhartarashtra, sons of Dhritarashtra, kill me in Rane. Rane refers to in Yuddha. Hanya refers to they kill me. Tanme Shemam Taram Bhaved. I think that is better. So let them kill me without any weapon in my hand. Basically, Arjun is saying, let them kill me. I don't want to fight with them and kill all of them. That's the theme of Arjun's thought so far. In the last verse of this chapter, now Arjun has stopped speaking at this stage, and Sanjay, again, camera is zooming back, and Sanjay explains what is happening in the battlefield right now. It's a beautiful verse. Someone can read the translation?
Sanjaya said, Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrows and sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief.
Thank you, Matan. Sanjaya uvacha evam uttva Arjuna sankhe rathoprast upavishat visrajya sasaram chapam shoka samvigna manasaha. Evam uttva, what does this mean? Evam refers to this previous verses, whatever verses Arjun has just spoken. Uttva is spoken. Evam, previous verses. Arjuna, so Arjun spoke previous verses. Sankhya refers to in the battlefield. Again, a similar word for yotsya. Yos says to find. Sankhya refers to the battlefield itself. Ratho upastha. So, Rath ke upar baitha hua. Upavishat. Huh? So, Rath, which is standing there, Arjun is sitting on the chariot or standing on the chariot. Visrajya sasaram chapam. Chapam refers to Gandiv. Huh? Chap refers to aparajita. If you remember the word for Satyaki, we use that word. So, Visrajya refers to put aside his bow, chapam. Shoka samvigna manasaha. Shoka refers to lamentation. So he's drowned in complete lamentation. He has put aside his bow and he is completely overwhelmed with his emotions. Read again, a proper translation. Arjun, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrow and sat down on his chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. Prabhupada writes in the purport, beautiful, such a kind and soft-hearted person. Huh? Beautiful line. So this is the Arjun's glorification Prabhupada is doing. Such a kind and soft-hearted person in the devotions with the Lord is fit to receive knowledge. So if your heart is very, very hard, you cannot receive knowledge. Prabhupada said, because these people eat beef, they cannot understand spiritual instructions. Even if you give them all the knowledge, they will not understand because their mind does not have the enough receptivity power. Suppose you tune a radio, I don't know much about radio in 108 frequency or whatever it is, right? If your radio is not tuned, you cannot catch that radio station. So you have to tune up your radio. For tune up your radio should be capable. It says if the sun is outside, I'm sitting in a room, suppose my curtains are closed, I cannot see the sun. To see the sun, where I have to go? I have to go out of the room. But if I close my curtain and I close my eyes, there is no sun. There is no sun. I'm an owl, Ullu. Because Ullu says there is no sun. Owl says there is no sun. Are Baba, come in the morning, you'll see sun. But owl sleeps on the day. So we are like a Ullu. If we deny the existence of God, existence of Shastra, existence of spiritual world, we have to open our eyes. Sun is right there. Sun is right there. Krishna Surya Sam Maya hai andhikar. Jahan Krishna taha nahi Maya adhikar. So when Krishna is there, Maya cannot exist there. And if Krishna is not there, definitely Maya will be there. Maya definitely will be there. You take the light out, darkness will come. You don't have to do much. Switch off the light and the darkness will come. In no time, darkness will come. So if you want to receive spiritual knowledge, our heart should be very fertile, where the knowledge, the seed of prema can be given. And then Shravana Kirtan Jale Kare Nasichan. Chaitanya says, in that fertile land, with the soil of humility, we have to do Shravan and Kirtan. Shravan and Kirtan acts like a watering the seed. And then in that soil of humility, the nice plant of bhakti grows. So we have to make our heart very, very soft. Some devotee wrote a line on the last of his email. Every time you see their email, it says, when your heart becomes soft like a butter, Krishna will come and steal it. Right now, our heart is like a hard iron rod, at least my heart I'm talking about, not sure your hearts. You're all pure devotees. So Krishna will come and steal only when your heart is very, very soft. If your heart is filled with duplicity, lust, greed, anger, Krishna is not very comfortable. Suppose your house is very dirty, and all the insects are there, bacteria are there. Will your friend or father will come and sit there comfortably? Oh, what a nice house. No, they'll say, oh, prabhuji, when was the last time you do jhadu and pocha? So your heart has to become clean. Only in clean place Krishna comes. So Janmashtami is coming. We are supposed to clean our heart, and reading Bhagavad Gita, chanting holy name, doing some seva is some ways to clean our heart. So all of you, please come. This week is Balram Jayanti on 9th. Friday, we are cooking in the temple, in the kitchen. If you live close to temple or you can come to temple, please come. Every day for Jhulan Yatra, 7 p.m. If you cannot come, at least come on Ekadashi, or at least come on Balram Purnima. And yeah, if you can do some seva. Saturday, whole day we are doing cooking. Yes, Prabhu is laughing. I can see. Without him, it will be first Janmashtami after many, many years. Anyway, so please come to temple, do some seva and clean up your heart, because in the clean heart, you can receive knowledge and you can make Krishna appear in your heart. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll start the second chapter next week. Thank you again, everyone. If you have any questions, please write it. I'll try to take it next week. It's 9:04 already. Yes, Prabhu, any